Good morning dear students. Today I am taking class for BSc 5th sem, and today I am going to define what are tangential and normal components of velocity and accelerations. Okay, now to define tangential velocity, now see this figure. This is y-axis and this is x-axis, and here we have a curve y is equal to f of x. Okay, now let us consider a point P on this curve, and through this point P we draw a tangent. So PT is a tangent to this curve. Okay, now tangential velocity means what? It is the velocity of a particle along the direction of the tangent. It is the velocity of the particle along the direction of the tangent. It is called as tangential velocity. Similarly, we define the tangential acceleration. So that is the acceleration of a particle along the tangent to a given curve. It is called as tangential acceleration. Okay, so now we define normal velocity and normal acceleration. So again we consider x-axis and y-axis, and we consider a curve and we draw a tangent to this curve. Okay, so now normal velocity means what? First we consider a normal line. What is a normal line? So it is a line perpendicular to the tangent. Now see, this is a line perpendicular to the tangent. So now the normal velocity means it is the velocity of a particle directed along the normal. Directed along the normal means in this direction. Okay, in this direction it is called as normal velocity. Similarly, we define acceleration, that is acceleration of a particle which is directed along the normal to the given curve is called as normal acceleration. Okay, so now this is about a definition of the tangential and normal component of velocity and acceleration. So now we derive the equations for tangential velocity and normal velocity. So to derive this equation, again we consider x-axis and y-axis, and okay, we consider a curve. Y is equal to f of x. So now we take one tangent at the point P. This is a tangent at the point P. Okay, now this is a tangent at the point P. Now this is a fixed point A. Okay, so now here this is one curve. Now this is AP is an arc. Let the length of the arc AP be S. Okay, so here we define, let the arc length of AP be S. Here we define this is S. Similarly, arc length of AQ, from this to this, A to Q. So arc length of this AQ be S plus delta S. Okay, then arc length of PQ is clearly, it is delta S. Arc length of PQ is delta S because arc length of AP is S, arc length of AQ is S plus delta S, then arc length of PQ is clear, that is delta S. Now this is a tangent, this is tangent at the point P. Okay, now let the point, a particle moves from a point P to Q. Let the particle moves from a point P to Q. Now what is the displacement then? So when the point P it is here, then the tangent is at this position, So when the point moves to the point Q, then the tangent takes in this direction, and this is the position, right? So therefore the displacement along the tangent is Pn. The displacement along the tangent is Pn. Okay, along the tangent is Pn. So now from this figure, QPN is a triangle, right angle triangle. Okay, now let this angle be theta. So now what we do, we take cos theta. From this triangle, cos theta can be written as adjacent side by hypotenuse. So adjacent side is Pn divided by hypotenuse is, this is hypotenuse means PQ. This is nothing but called PQ. because chord PQ means what? It is a straight line. It is a straight line PQ, that is chord PQ. Okay, so now from this equation we find Pn. So Pn is equal to cross multiply here chord PQ into cos theta. Call this equation as 1. Similarly, we take sin theta. So sin theta is opposite by hypotenuse is equal to, so here opposite is Qn, opposite side is Qn divided by hypotenuse is again chord PQ, chord PQ. Now from this we calculate Qn. So Qn is equal to cross multiply here chord PQ into sin theta. Just cross multiply here. Qn is equal to chord PQ into sin theta. Now call this equation as equation as 2. Okay, so now we define tangential velocity. So tangential velocity is nothing but what? Limit as delta t tends to 0, displacement along the tangent divided by delta t. So this we use the concept of first principle of differentiation, that is a limit as delta t tends to 0, delta x tends to 0, f of x plus delta x minus f of x divided by delta x. So that concept we use here. So limit as delta t tends to 0, displacement along the tangent is nothing but Pn divided by delta t, or limit as delta t tends to 0, Pn is equal to, from this equation, see from this equation, Pn is equal to chord PQ into cos theta. Pn is equal to chord PQ into cos theta. So now we use Pn is chord PQ into cos theta divided by delta t as it is, or limit as delta t tends to 0, chord PQ divided by delta t. Now what we use, we write this equation as divide and multiply by arc PQ, divide and multiply by arc PQ, so that the value does not change, okay, into cos theta. Then limit as delta t tends to 0, now this can be written as chord PQ, now divided by this arc PQ, then arc PQ divided by delta t, cos theta. So value is same, arc PQ cancels, then chord PQ divided by delta t, cos theta value changes here. Only what we have done, we have taken a divide and multiply by arc PQ. So this is equal to, now limit as delta t tends to 0. When delta t tends to 0, then automatically chord PQ, limit as delta t tends to 0, chord PQ by arc PQ is equal to 1 using this equation, because when delta t tends to 0, chord PQ by arc PQ is equal to 1. So therefore this becomes 1, and arc PQ is nothing but delta s, this is delta t. So limit as delta t tends to 0, delta s by delta t is equal to ds by dt. And one more thing, here as delta t tends to 0, then theta is equal to 0, theta is equal to 0. So in this figure, if you take this one as delta t, when there is no delta t, means when there is no delta t means what? Then the point does not move anywhere, it remains at that point only. Then clearly what happened? Theta is also 0. Then therefore here when theta is 0, cos theta is 1. So this becomes ds by dt. So therefore tangential velocity is equal to ds by dt. Next we consider normal velocity. So normal velocity is same as limit as delta t tends to 0, it is displacement along the normal divided by delta t. That is limit as delta t tends to 0. Now displacement along the normal. Now see, this is the normal, means always it is perpendicular to the tangent. Now this line is perpendicular to the tangent, so Qn. So therefore displacement along the normal is Qn. It is perpendicular to the tangent. So therefore displacement along the normal divided by delta t, that is equal to Qn by delta t. So again from equation 2, Qn is equal to what? Chord PQ into sin theta. So therefore we use that equation here. So Qn is chord PQ sin theta, limit as delta t tends to 0, chord PQ sin theta divided by delta t. So that is limit as delta t tends to 0. Again what we do? Chord PQ divide and multiply by arc PQ. Same as we done in the tangential velocity case. We we do the same thing here. Arc PQ divide and multiply by arc PQ. So now we write this as chord PQ by arc PQ into arc PQ by, this is delta t, into sin theta. Now limit as delta t tends to 0, chord PQ by arc PQ is equal to 1. So just we use the same concept here, okay, is equal to 1. And this is arc PQ is delta S by delta t. Now sin theta, as delta t tends to 0, theta is 0, so sin theta is also 0. So totally this becomes 0. Therefore, the normal velocity is 0. So this is derivations for equations for tangential and normal components of velocity. Okay, so in the next class we take tangential normal components of accelerations. Okay, thank you.